Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Sufian bin Hamdan from class 3BME2 and I am leader of group 2. So today we are representing our research proposal about the benefits and challenges of using hybrid electric propulsion on commercial aircraft. So, shall we start? Okay, I think it is better to go for an overview or background information first. As we know, hybrid electric aircraft has been introduced since 1972 when the first Milikiti MB-E1, a motor glider aircraft, successfully completed the flight. Since then, aircraft manufacturing company turned this brilliant idea to produce a brand new semi-electric powered aircraft such as NASA X-55 and Zunum Aero from Boeing company. Unfortunately, this hybrid electric propulsion only applied to light and small capacity aircraft. So, in this research, as per stated in the title itself, we are highlighting an idea of using hybrid electric propulsion for commercial aircraft, since electric aircraft is predicted to be the most applicable for future commercial aircraft, supported by all benefits and the abilities of preventing the challenges. Electric application toward aircraft is believed to have a very good flight control, excellent environmental control, generator, landing, fuel system, as well as avionics. So, this research has been mentioned the statement of problem of using hybrid electric propulsion for commercial aircraft. First, an electric aircraft was successfully applied to any small aircraft such as private jet, but not for commercial or large-scale human carry aircraft. And second, the presence of this idea may lead to a significant impact in every sector, which is small and mid-scale. So, we have listed three objectives for this research. First, to discover the benefits of using hybrid electric propulsion of commercial aircraft. Second, to identify the challenges of using hybrid electric propulsion of commercial aircraft. And third, to recommend a solution in reducing the problems of using hybrid electric propulsion. In order to reach the goal, we come up with three research questions. First, what are the benefit of using hybrid electric propulsion of commercial aircraft? Second, what are the challenges of using hybrid electric propulsion on commercial aircraft? And lastly, how to decrease the problems of using hybrid electric propulsion of aircraft? Now, let's take a look at the significance of study. The research is to find the benefits of applying hybrid electric propulsion for commercial aircraft. Thus, we have been providing a commercial enterprise compelling reasons to use electric type aircraft. Also explain a few impact that may affect sector. So, in scope of study, we have collected views from aviation related respondent and total of 21 participants.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I'm going to present about chapter 3 research methodology. First thing first, it will start with introduction to assess the advantage and drawbacks of using hybrid electric propulsion. Second, a total of 21 were chosen to participate in this study. Next, we have research instruments. Research instruments consist of qualitative and quantitative research methodology. And next, we using a Google of questionnaire to ask about the feedback and consists of section A and until section D. Next is a questionnaire consists of demographic information, benefits, challenge and recommendation. Okay, the last one is the questionnaire was to be targeted to 21 respondents in this survey. Okay, next we will go to respondents of study. Respondents of study consists of males and females 18 to 36 and above. consist of 1 to 11 years and above, strong understanding of hybrid propulsion, and there are 17 men and 4 women. Okay, next we will proceed to research procedure. Performed using Google Forms, were distributed online via text, message and email. The audience is more we take to educator, technician, cabin crew and aviation related workers. They were asked first to have an aviation industry background. 21 respondents successfully completed the questionnaire, and results were directly taken from the answer, and we recorded the data. Okay, last but not least is data analysis. Purpose of researching our topic can be seen through analysis data that were collected. A few informations were taken into benefit, challenge and problems. Each questionnaire already recorded in Microsoft Excel and present the data into table, charts and descriptive statistic. The data were transcribed, and the analysis of questionnaire data went through identification of categories and patterns. Data collected and be transferred and presented in diagrams such as chart, table to record information for our research. That's all for me about chapter 3 research methodology. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Daniel bin Warosmi Arni. Today I will explain about chapter 4, which is about results and discussion. For the introduction, 21 respondents have answered the survey question on the study of the benefits and challenges of using hybrid electric propulsion of commercial aircraft. So the method used to collect the respondents' reviews was through Google Form. The objective of the survey is to analyze the respondents that have a relation in aviation industry about their opinion and review the study. First of all, I will explain about the results. As we can see the demographic information, this is based on the respondent that have answered the question and responder information. First, there are 17 males and 4 females that have completed the service. Second, for the age, 10 of the respondents were aged 18 until 23 years old, while 7 respondents were 30 until 35 years old. And for the age 24 until 29 years old and 36 and above, both have same amount of respondent. Third, from all the respondents, all of them were Malaysians. Lastly, 30 respondents have working in aviation industry about 1 until 5 years, while 6 respondents have experience for 5 until 10 years. And only 2 respondents have very long experience, which is 11 years old and above. Next, I will continue with 4.2.2, which is benefits of using hybrid electric propulsion of commercial aircraft. So figure shows the benefits of using hybrid electric propulsion of commercial aircraft. First of all, I will mention about the respondent that to strongly agree for the benefits of using hybrid electric propulsion of commercial aircraft. First, 38.1% of the respondents strongly agreed that by using hybrid electric propulsion will reduce the amount of net carbon emission. Next, 57.1% respondents strongly agreed that the fuel will be more safe. Lastly, 28.6% respondents were strongly agreed that it will reduce noise emissions. So let's move on to the respondent that agreed for the benefits of using hybrid electric propulsion of commercial aircraft. So as a result, we can see 52.4% respondents agreed that the benefit of using hybrid electric propulsion will reduce the net carbon emission, while 33.3% of the respondents agreed it will be fuel saving, and 38.1% respondents agreed that it will reduce noise emissions. Next, I will proceed to 4.2.3, which are challenge of using hybrid electric propulsion for commercial aircraft. Figure shows the challenges of using hybrid electric propulsion for commercial aircraft. First, as we can see, 14 or 58.3% respondents stressed that unsure safety and regulation was the biggest challenge of using hybrid electric propulsion for commercial aircraft. Then, 13 or 54.2% of the respondents stated that height maintenance for electric component is the biggest challenge, as well as 13 or 54.2% respondents stated that lack of technological development is the major challenges. On the other hand, 12 or 50% of the respondents redeemed that the biggest challenge is lack of research and design experience. Lastly, where the balance of efficiency of electrical propulsion vote as the least, with 10 or 41.7% respondents only. Last but not least, I will proceed with 4.2.4, which is what are the ways to overcome the challenge of using hybrid electric propulsion for commercial aircraft. So there are a few ways that we have included in the survey's question. Figure shows the ways to overcome the challenges of using hybrid electric propulsion for commercial aircraft. As a result, 37% of the respondents state that create awareness were the most efficient ways to overcome the challenges of using hybrid electric propulsion for commercial aircraft. Next, 36% of the respondents stated that experimenting was one of the ideas to overcome the challenges. Besides that, 18% of the respondents stated that testing on prototype was another way to overcome the challenges. Lastly, the balance of support from NAA voted as the less efficient ways to overcome the challenges of using hybrid electric propulsion for commercial aircraft, with 9% respondents only. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Kashful Baki bin Zulki with ID number 53211220029. Want to present about chapter 3 4.3 discussion section. As we can see in the left figure, which discuss about the 4.3.1 benefits of using hybrid electric propulsion of commercial aircraft, we can say that 57.1% of the respondents strongly agreed that the fuel of the commercial aircraft will be more safe, while 52.4% agreed that it will subsequently reduce net carbon emission. Next, we can see that 38.1% agree that the noise emission will be reduced. We can assume that this benefit is because the aircraft was propelled electrically compared to commercial aircraft nowadays that use combustion engine that use more fuel and energy to combust. This result confirms in the findings of study that made by two persons, C. Fredericks and P.A. Robertson, that they claim the hybrid electric propulsion could reduce fuel consumption as well as takeoff noise emission level. Next is 4.3.2, which discuss about the challenges of using hybrid electric propulsion for commercial aircraft. Figure on the right says that 58.3% respondents stated that the biggest challenge is unsure of safety and regulation, while 54.2% believe that hard to maintain a good electrical component. Next is 50% agree lack of research and design experience about hybrid electrical propulsion was one of the challenges. This result confirms the study by Graham Warwick that explained the fact airliners don't use hybrid commercial aircraft is because of safety issue that including many passengers on board. is 4.3.3 that discuss about what are the ways to overcome the challenges of using hybrid electric propulsion for commercial aircraft. Based on the figure on the left, we can say that 37% respondents response that creating an awareness to all personnel were one of the good ways, while 36% others believe by experimenting with different methods could create a good result. Another 80% stated that make a prototype and use it is the safe way to overcome the challenges. So the conclusion is, in a nutshell, the benefits of the hybrid electric propulsion of commercial aircraft is fuel saving, as aviation industry use 2% of total fuel consumption in the transportation sector, and it could increasing subsequently up to 11% within next 2 decades. While the challenges that was discussed and come into conclusion that unsure of safety and regulation were the biggest challenges when using hybrid electric propulsion of commercial aircraft. Nonetheless, creating a safety awareness was the most efficient way to overcome the challenges.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Afifisha Berosli. So I'll be presenting to you about chapter 5, which is conclusion, recommendation and future work. In this chapter, we are based from the data that we have collected from 21 respondents who are working or have working experience in aviation industry through questionnaire via Google form. So for 5.1 conclusion, there are several conclusions that can be drawn from this study. So first one is that this study has shown that the benefits of hybrid electric propulsion is fuel saving, reducing net carbon, reducing noise emission. So what I mean is that fuel saving is means this aircraft is using hybrid propulsion electric, so it will need fuel to be run. Next is the findings of the study suggest that the challenges of hybrid electric propulsion were unsure of safety and regulation. Second is high maintenance for electric components. Third is lack of technological development. This is because this aircraft is not yet exist in our industry, so the safety and regulations is not yet guaranteed. Third one is that it was suggested that creating awareness, experimenting and building a prototype on hybrid electrical propulsion was the most efficient way to overcome the challenges. Okay, next is 5.2 recommendation. Based on the findings, there are several recommendations that should be considered by the airlines for this hybrid electrical propulsion. First one is that the manufacturers should consider that planning to create and evolve using this hybrid electrical propulsion to ensure that it will give fuel saving, reducing net carbon emission and reducing noise emission. We suggest that manufacturers should work together to create a prototype to prove these benefits, as these benefits are very crucial. Next, an airline should do a lot of research before proceeding with the hybrid electrical propulsion, because there are unsure of safety regulations. Next is high maintenance for electrical components, and also lack of technological development that will affect the process. So we suggest that an airline should do research first before making a prototype to ensure that safety is guaranteed. Third is the manufacturer should consider creating a good teamwork by creating awareness and experimenting a building prototype on hybrid electrical propulsion. Okay, so for the last one, which is future research, this study focused on experimenting on prototypes. This is because we know that hybrid electrical propulsion is not yet exist in our industry, so making a prototype is considered the best and efficient way. Okay, next, besides that, these hybrid electrical propulsion prototypes need to be done to explore the efficiency in saving fuels and reducing the noise emission. The importance of these prototypes is to make sure and prove that this benefit is really produced. Besides that, further studies should be considered because it is to clarify and to explore that this hybrid electrical propulsion is more fuel saving. Lastly, conducting future studies upon the ensure safety and regulations as these are the biggest challenges in hybrid electrical propulsion because we know that this hybrid is still new, so we don't have more experience to run it in the industry. So conducting future studies might make sure that it is safe to be run in our industry. I guess that's all for me. Thank you.